Plans for a new Beagle breeding facility in East Yorkshire are turned down by councillors. Against plans for a Beagle breeding facility which would supply dogs for laboratory experiments are celebrating after the application was rejected.
East Riding councillors turned down the plans for the unit at Grimston, north of Willency, despite officers recommending approval.
The site owners B&K Universal said they're disappointed by the decision, as Fiona Dwyer reports.
Scenes of jubilation as campaigners left County Hall in Beverley today, delighted that their objections had been heard. They said it was a massive victory for medical research.
If this had gone ahead, this would have been 200 years worth of turning back the clock in terms of medical research. It's also a victory, though, for those people who live near this installation. A local voice of Grimston has been heard today, and that's a real victory for a small person who lives anywhere in a rural village who goes, I don't want my life ruined like this, because this place already rips out the heart of this rural community, and it was going to get a million times worse with what they were, how they were going to expand.
B&K Universal wanted to expand its site in the tiny hamlet of Grimston near Aldborough. Campaigners say if the plans had been approved, up to 2,000 beagles would have been bred for scientific experiment. But East Riding Council made it clear that today's decision was made based on planning law only, and councillors rejected the plans because they would have had a detrimental effect on local residents.
We were objecting to the quality of life issues in the village, which would have been further traffic for a big build period, threat of protester activity, safety threats for the children, also the vandalism of the Grade 1 listed wall, which is still yet to be decided what's going to happen to the wall.
Well, if you live next door to a place where thousands of white rats or thousands of beagles or white mice are being bred, you're very aware of that, apart from the fact there are a lot of protesters and so on.
Expressing disappointment today, B&K say residents have shot themselves in the foot. They say their plans would have reduced traffic through the village. In a statement they told us they will now be considering ways to proceed that don't need planning permission, but will generate more local traffic, extra heavy vehicles, more intensive on-site operations, as well as increasing noise and light emissions. They're also not ruling out appealing or even moving away from the area altogether. But for today, campaigners are celebrating their victory. One thing's for sure, this issue isn't over yet. Fiona Dwyer, ITV News, Beverley.